their Tuesday so far? I know I am. Feel free to chat with your boy in the chat right here. And with that being said, enjoy the stream.
Friday Night SmackDown. One ball approaching the ring from Colorado Springs, Colorado, weighing in at 273 pounds, Bobby Lashley. Well, let's take a closer look at the man who's about to roar into your living room. The real deal, Lashley.
Size, speed, youth, intensity, aggressiveness, and most importantly, credibility. Lashley, a former soldier, he competed in both boxing and other mixed martial arts events. He's a 3-time national champion, a 4-time All-American, a 2-time Armed Forces champion, a silver medal in the Military World Championship. This is one soldier that I would put on the front line. I've seen a lot of guys come and go. This guy's for real.
And how impressive was Lashley on Team SmackDown at Survivor Series?
I was so happy to see Lashley on the SmackDown side of things. He did a phenomenal job this past Sunday. Learn the hard way. Don't mess with Lashley.
You won't be disappointed. Introducing first, from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Here he is. He says he's the guy, Roman Reigns. And I think tonight we'll go a long way proving whether or not Roman Reigns actually is the guy. Still expect the same energy.
from the champ here in this one. That same here, Cole. I don't think the champ knows how to take it easy. Unlike the third set.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elias.
Hello, I am Elias. As the man who holds the power of the wind in his fist, I've got one question for everybody here tonight. Who wants to walk with Elias? Now, I have been all across the world. I've been to Paris, I've been to Italy, all across Europe, South America, South Africa, you name it. Elias has been there and has brought me here tonight. It seems everywhere I go, no matter what I do, a universal truth follows me. And I'm certain that everyone here knows it. What does that WWE stands for? I said WWE stands for. I gotta tell you, I certainly came prepared with a song tonight, but before I get started, I need you all to do a few things for me. I need you to silence yourself, folks. Hold your applause. And shut your mouths. I'm waiting for a town that's not such a disgrace. But I see so many stupid people. I wanna punch them in the face. I'm waiting for a town that's not such a disgrace. But I see so many stupid people. I wanna punch them in the face. Amazing match here tonight. Look at some of the most intense competitors in all of WWE. So here we go. Ziggler, a man who spends about as much time complaining about not getting enough big opportunities as he does actually wrestling. Look, Dolph speaks his mind and tells the truth. Also, he's so good at
And it's Dolph Ziggler with the reversal. Drag, nicely done. And Ziggler making him think twice. That's what Ziggler does. Roman Reigns unable to be contained. And another reversal. Seems like a big one again. Comes in off the tag. For years, guys, the Intercontinental Championship somehow eluded Roman Reigns, but that will change in November 2017 when the Big Dog defeated the Miz to capture the title. And not only did that victory over the Miz give Reigns the Intercontinental Championship, Michael, but it also made him a prestigious Grand Slam champion. Desperately needs to make a tag here. I don't know, it's going to be tough to make it to the corner. Now it's Roman Reigns on his heels. It looks to me like he's really trying to carry this team on his back, which really isn't necessary considering he has a very capable partner he can tag in. Big kick to the signal. Nice amateur takedown. Struggling to get to the corner here. Why not make it, Michael? How impressive is that reversal? Lost in the corner right now. Oh no. Saxon stayed not too long. Reigns Intercontinental Championship victory made him a Grand Slam champion. And the ironic thing is, the Win King is the Miz, who's also a Grand Slam champion. Well, it's almost hard to believe considering just how few superstars can call themselves Grand Slam champions. They're going to make a tag here. A tag at this point to change the whole complexion of this match, Michael. Getting closer now. You don't get much closer to this, Michael. And he makes the tag. Great job getting to the corner. Elbow drop. Piercing. Double underhook applied. Butterfly suplex. Oh, man. He's looking a little off balance. And might be something for him to recharge that battery. All he has to do is get to his corner and make the tag. Elias is up. Uh-oh. Suplex. That kick will stop you in your tracks. Check out Bruno on this. Oh, there's room in the offense. Well, there's a penalty going on. That is a great reversal. Gets the tag. Well, here's it. God, and don't tell me you saw this coming. Of course I did. Call on clear point. This has been coming for months and months and months. And now 2-on-1. Impressive counter.
Bobby Lashley is one of those guys who just dominates everywhere he goes. He dominated during his first WWE run. He dominated while in TNA. He dominated in Strikeforce and Bellator. And now, upon his return to Vince McMahon's company, he's dominating all over again. Whether it's pro wrestling or MMA, it doesn't matter. If you're standing across the ring from the Almighty, you're most likely going to get hurt because he's one of the most legit tough guys in the industry today. But how has he managed to achieve all of this? Join us today as we take a deep dive into his entire career journey so far in Dominator, the Bobby Lashley story. Franklin Roberto Lashley was born on July 16, 1976 in Junction City, Kansas. His father was a U.S. Army drill sergeant, and so this meant a lot of moving around for the youngster and his three sisters during their childhood. Of course, this made it difficult for Franklin to lay any roots down, but he was able to find an early passion in athletics, particularly amateur wrestling, while in 7th grade. And even after graduating high school, he continued to wrestle, segueing this into a burgeoning career where he became the NAIA National Wrestling Champion for 3 years in a row between 1996 and 1998 while he was studying in college. In fact, the only thing that stopped him winning this for a 4th year was the fact that he had graduated and subsequently decided to follow his father's footsteps by joining the Army. Not that this stopped him wrestling altogether, though, because while serving, he managed to compete in the military's world-class athlete program, winning both gold and silver medals in the International Military Sports Council's senior freestyle wrestling event. At one point, it even looked like he might try out for the 2004 U.S. Olympics team, but this was halted when Bobby injured his knee diving for cover to avoid gunfire during a bank robbery he was witness to, effectively ending his amateur dreams in his tracks. Nevertheless, the future WWE champion was just too much of a physical specimen to let things end there, so when the doors of the amateur world closed, he simply kicked open the doors to the pros instead. By mid-2005, he had fallen under the radar of WWE and, seeing his potential, they signed him up to a deal almost immediately. Initially, Lashley would make appearances in dark match events designed to ease him into this new world of pageantry, but it didn't take long before he was moved up to the main roster on September 23rd of that year, where he was initially presented as a 3-time National Amateur Wrestling Champion, 4-time All-American, 2-time Armed Forces Champion, and 2002 silver medalist at the Military World Championships. This, combined with his naturally attention-grabbing physique, helped to get the newcomer over with audiences quickly, and in his debut match, he made short work of Simon Dean. From there, going on a tear through the undercard, and even getting the big monster spot at that November Survivor Series, showing just how much Vince McMahon saw in his future. After that, going into 2006, Lashley continued to work his way up the card as he feuded with the likes of JBL and Finland, even securing a spot in that year's Money in the Bank ladder match, as well as making it all the way to the King of the Ring final. While he was still obviously green in the ring at this point, there was no doubt that all he needed was time, as even at this early stage, he didn't look out of place against anyone he was put up against, and this, of course, sped up his ascent up the ladder. And his next step on the ladder to the top came when he defeated JBL on the May 26, 2006 episode of SmackDown to win the WWE United States Championship for the first time. A total he would go on to hold for the next couple of months before being moved over to the ECW brand. To the shock of many, he would win their world title in his debut match there at December 3rd's December to Dismember pay-per-view.
If you shop at Walmart, you know how to spend a little less, to get a little more, to eat a little better. Wow, we're on Verizon now.
Because of one limited time, that's with Apple One. That's Apple Music, Apple TV Plus, Apple Arcade, and right now, plus all included on the network one each. Get one unlimited Verizon and get iPhone 13 Pro on it when you pre-order Verizon.
Now, this may not have been a popular decision with ECW fans at the time, given that the product didn't exactly fit the bill of what they expected from a champion of the once outlaw promotion. That said, though, in Vince McMahon's eyes, ECW was by then little more than a developmental brand for Raw and SmackDown, similar to what modern-day NXT is. So giving Bobby their world title was effectively the boss's way of telling him that there was more high-profile greatness to come. And he didn't have to wait long for this to happen, as it turned out. Yes, after spending the early months of 2007 racking up title defenses on ECW, Bobby Lashley was selected as the in-ring representative of Donald Trump during the Battle of the Billionaires storyline between him and Vince McMahon leading into WrestleMania 23. This was a massive career moment for Lashley, as well the match between him and Vaga, the in-ring representative of Vince, wasn't strictly the main event that night. It was certainly presented as such in much of the promotion leading up to the event, and saw a lot of mainstream attention come his way as a result. Of course, as the babyface, the Kansas native ended up winning the bout that night, and as per the pre-match stipulation, he and Trump would then go on to shave the head of McMahon in the ring, giving news sources a nice image to put out the next day when promoting WrestleMania. Following this, Bobby entered into an in-ring feud with Vince himself as the boss, now out for revenge, booked him, his son Shane, and Umaga into a 3-on-1 match against the ECW champion for the title at the next month's Backlash pay-per-view. And as it turned out, even someone with the might of the Almighty would be unable to overcome these odds, and he was eventually pinned by Vince himself that night, making McMahon the ECW champion in a move that angered hardcore fans even more than when he won the WWE title years prior. They didn't stay angry for long, though, because he would soon get his just desserts, and by June 3rd's One Night Stand pay-per-view, Lashley would get his hands on him once more, this time in a singles match where he thoroughly beat his employer to regain the gold. Of course, working a program with the boss was just another sign that the company were grooming him for huge things, with some even speculating that there were plans to have him eventually take over John Cena's role as face of the company. And fuel was only further added to this fire when on June 11th, 2007, the ECW champion was drafted over to Raw, where, after being stripped of his belt, he would quickly go on to become the #1 contender to Cena's WWE.
Right, okay. I am absolutely sick of people coming to find me and you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I thought about it and I thought about it. Now it's come up with a brand new host. All right.
Okay, fine. See that over there? You see that over there? That's going to be the new host of Raw. Hey, you! Do you want to come and review Finn Balor and Judgment Day doing stuff? Stop ignoring me. I'm moving to you. Come with me. You won't get mad at me. Right, trying to replace myself. The horse doesn't want to do it.
Some people you want to come back into the studio. And please, you can't even down so you're stuck with it. The next time you want to think about what you just have to have. Well, even though Seth hasn't really said anything there, but it was so annoying. Get a microphone.
This is what today is like. What will it look like tomorrow?
Well, John got in there was actually
But he got in the way.